On the evening of April 29, the first rehearsal of the parade in honor of the 80th anniversary of victory in the Great Patriotic War was held in Moscow. The ceremonial unit of the People's Liberation Army of China took part in the rehearsal on Red Square. Chinese leader Xi Jinping is expected to attend the May 9 event marking 80 years since World War II victory. The parade box of Chinese servicemen was joyfully greeted by fellow tourists, who are traditionally numerous in the center of the capital these days. It consists of servicemen of the People's Liberation Army of China Honor Guard Battalion. Its number is about 110 people. Russian media says that presence of Chinese military at the rehearsal emphasizes the special significance of international participation in the celebration of the anniversary of the victory. Russia has held the first rehearsal for the upcoming parade to be held in capital Moscow on May 9 to commemorate the Soviet Union's victory in the Great Patriotic War against Nazi Germany. The footage of the rehearsal has been shared by local Telegram channels. As can be seen from the footage, armored vehicles participating in the parade are moving through the streets of Moscow. Vehicles that will participate in the parade have also been observed moving across other Russian cities. 2 additional rehearsals are scheduled for May 3 and May 7, with the main event set to take place on Red Square in Moscow on May 9. Meanwhile, Ukrainian Telegram channels have warned Russians to stay away from the venue of the parade. According to the report published in Telegram app, Russian authorities, by withdrawing convoys of vehicles to densely populated areas of Russian cities ahead of the upcoming parade, knowingly expose local residents to serious danger, using them as human shields. We recommend that Russians stay away from places where rehearsals and victory parades are held. If possible, leave the cities. No need to rely on the air defense system. It's definitely not worth it. It represents no less danger for you than Ukrainian long-range means, the report reads. It should be noted that Russian President Vladimir Putin announced a 3-day unilateral ceasefire ahead of the upcoming victory parade. Russian forces are continuing to build up manpower and are attempting to cross the Oskil River in the Kupiansk sector. This was stated during a live broadcast by National Guard spokesperson Ruslan Muzychuk. The enemy has been trying for a long time to cross the Oskil River. We saw large armored assaults in the area of Pishchain and Kolesnikivka as far back as late last year, and now fighting continues to the northeast of Kupiansk, where the enemy is trying both to cross the Oskil and expand its foothold on the right bank, particularly in the areas of Dvorikna and Fyholivka. Our servicemen are recording periodic assault attempts and efforts to concentrate infantry forces. Additionally, the enemy is carrying out engineering work to prepare for further crossings and assaults, including gathering equipment for river crossings, Muzychuk said. According to him, Ukrainian forces are regularly recording enemy assault attempts and efforts to build up infantry. Naturally, the enemy is also undertaking engineering activities to create the conditions for river crossings and to accumulate forces and equipment for assaults, he added. In general, in the Kupiansk sector, which is under the responsibility of National Guard units, there are 3 to 7 enemy assaults recorded daily. The enemy is actively using artillery and drones. Our troops note that the main threats are from artillery and drone use, as well as enemy engineering units attempting to set up pontoon crossings or carry out other measures to move infantry or, at times, even equipment, said Muzychuk. He also noted that Russian forces on the northern border of Kharkiv region, particularly near Vovchansk, are engaging in low-intensity combat. On average, there are about 4 to 5 attacks per day, most of them in the Vovchansk area, he said. Since the beginning of the month, over 200 Russian infantrymen have been lost in the area, including both wounded and killed. The main force the enemy relies on here continues to be infantry groups, the spokesperson emphasized. Muzychuk also noted that near Vovchansk, the Russians are actively using aviation and guided aerial bombs to strike Ukrainian defense forces positions. In April alone, our troops destroyed around 50 armored vehicles in this area, a relatively modest number. Other destroyed assets included vehicles and missile systems, artillery or MLRS, which the enemy uses to strike or prepare for assaults, he said. Muzychuk further reported that to the west of Vovchansk, Russian troops are attempting assaults aimed at capturing elevated positions to gain fire control and improve artillery effectiveness. Ukraine launched a drone attack on the positions of Russia's S-400 Triumph air defense system in Crimea Peninsula, Ukrainian telegram channels reported on Wednesday. As a result of the strike by 3 UAVs, the radar of the complex was damaged. Images of the damaged Triumph missile system have also been published in Telegram app. The attack was launched in outskirts of Saki village in Crimea and is a step toward strengthening Ukraine's strategic control over the peninsula that was illegally annexed by Russia back in 2014. Ukrainian army officials have not officially confirmed the strike, nor have there been any relevant reports in the Russian media. The strike on a key Russian air defense system in Crimea comes amid speculations that the U.S. President Donald Trump wants Ukraine to recognize Russia's control over Crimea Peninsula as part of a peace deal to end the war. Earlier, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky rejected to recognize Russia's invasion of Ukraine.